Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode of our Glory Hunter series. We're in season 7. We are now into January of the season, and we've just entered the Copa del Rey as well. So we're going to bring you some goals from the games we've already played this month, and then we do have the Copa del Rey fourth round tie against Espanyol to play. Hopefully a win there will see us through to the quarterfinals. Hopefully we can make some good progress in the competition. But let's show you the games we've played already this month. So as you will see, we started off the month with a 7-0 win away to Real Murcia. Real Murcia, of course, are a non-league club, or the equivalent of an English non-league club. They're quite a few divisions down. We played a little bit of a strong team against them, probably a little bit unfairly, as we've dominated quite a bit here. As we see, Barrios plays a nice through ball into Uved. He makes a nice pass across to Gallagher to open the scoring in as little as 10 minutes. A poor clearance here from the defender, only goes as far as Farina. He finds Uved and his cross over to Sesko makes it 2-0 with little over half an hour played. Into the second half then we see Uved finds a nice pass to Sesko. He lays it off for Dominic and he scores to make it 3. Farina then involved with Samu on the left hand side, comes to Gallagher. Samu finds past to Barrios. He cuts inside, drills the ball into the bottom corner to make it 4-0. A big deep cross comes in towards the back post. The ball is not cleared very well, comes back to Conor Gallagher and he fires home to make it 5-0. Gallagher involved again as him and Samu exchange passes. Gallagher then finds a nice pass out to Nga. His cross finds Alvarez to make it 6-0. And finally, Amaria coming in off the bench. His pass finds Barrios, who finds Gallagher. He plays a nice threaded through ball into Alvarez, playing up front of course, and he makes it 7-0 in the 87th minute. So a very pleasing result, sees us through to the next round. Back in domestic league action, we have an away game against Almira. As we can see, we've come home with a 3-1 win, keeps us pushing at the top of the league as well. We'll show you the goals, of course. As we see, there's a free kick comes in, the ball comes to Amaria, he finds a pass over to Bajetic. As the ball comes back to Mateo Palma, he tucks it into the bottom corner. Amaria then with a corner from our right hand side. There's a sort of touch, a bit of a deflection I guess, maybe off the defender, and it was in to make it 2-0. Ramazani then with a very nice finish in the 61st minute to pull a goal back for the home side. But late in the stoppage time, Nga finds a pass to Piccole, plays a 1-2, and Nga's pass back to Samu finds the back of the net. We followed that up with the second round of the Copa del Rey. This time we're away again to Cristo Atletico. Again, another sort of non-league level team. We've gone with a little bit of a strong side. We've maybe been a little bit harsh on them. As we see, Farina plays a ball to Uved. His cross finds its way in the box. The defender takes a little touch on it, knocks it onto the post, and Piccole is there to tap home to an empty net. The ball comes back then to Geyer, who hits the post or hits the crossbar as the ball falls to Uved to make it 2-0. Galindo then makes a break down the right hand side. His cross is blocked initially. The second cross comes back over, and I think it's an own goal off the defender Morales there. We see then Conor Gallagher and Galindo combine to find Dominic. The ball comes back to Gallagher and he fires home to make it, I think we're 4-0 at this stage. Gilarducci then combines with Jose Manuel. His pass finds Uved. He plays a through ball to Piccole to score for 5-0. Gallagher then whips in a corner from the left hand side. It comes back off the crossbar, bounces around a little bit, and Regis Lamarca there to score. We see Bajetic then plays a through ball to Uved and he fires home in the 68th minute. I think that's at 7-0. And then as we see, Martinez gets a big deep cross into the back post and Uved is there to head home to make it 8-0. Uved, of course, scored a hat-trick in that game. Regis Lamarca did score for us in that game. He is now eligible to play. We did register him in the first team. Because he wasn't playing games regularly enough, his parent club have decided to recall him. So we have just recently lost Regis Lamarca from his loan spell, which means that 15 million buy option no longer exists either. We're back in domestic league action with a home game against Girona. As you can see there, we've come back with a 5-1 victory, certainly keeping the pressure on at the top of the table. We'll show you the goals again, of course. As we see, Amaria getting down the left-hand side, finds Barrios. He tucks inside two defenders, gets in a nice position and fires low and hard into the bottom corner for 1-0. Towards the end of the second half then, Nga and Jose Manuel combine. As Manuel's cross is lifted into the back post, Alvarez is there to head home for 2-0. Into the second half then, we see Ngas cross is cleared, but not very well. Only comes out as far as Molina. He finds a pass to Barrios, and he fires in his second goal of the game to make it 3-0. Girona do pull a goal back as there's a nice ball forward here to Valencia. He was one-on-one with the goalkeeper and fires home. Does beat the offside trap there, but it doesn't take us long to get back into it as a big deep cross from Molina finds Sesko in the box to make it 4-1, restore that 3-goal advantage. By Tich and Samu then bring the ball forward as Samu has a goal from distance. This is an absolute top bins, top corner strike from Samu. I'm starting to get the impression that Samu only scores great goals. I don't remember seeing him score a simple goal, a simple tap-in so far this season. We follow that up with another league game. This time we are at home to Sevilla. I think it was Sevilla. It is, yes. As you see in the winter snow-covered pitch a little bit. Nice ball forward here to Sesko, beats the offside trap to make it 1-0. And late in the second half, there's a nice cross here from Nga from the free kick, finds Mateo Palma, and he scores to make it 2-0. Back in Copa del Rey action, we are at home this time against Rayo Vallecano. As you can see here, we have taken we have given away a 1-0 lead to the away side, but we've come back to win 3-1 with a very good result there. As we see, there's a nice pass to Mbamba. He plays it to as a cameo there. The shot comes in, it bounces around a little, and Mbamba is there to score the opener. In the second half then, we see Farina plays a nice ball forward. There's a nice run from Oved. His cross is met by Benjamin Sesko. He heads home to make it 1-1. The free kick comes forward here from Farina to Oved. He fires in to make it 2-1 in the 62nd minute. And then Alvarez plays a corner to the edge of the box to Farina. The ball comes back to him. They play a little bit of a 1-2. Comes to Samu. And another very good strike from just inside the box to make it 3-1. Our penultimate game of the month comes against Villarreal. As you see, we've come home with a 1-0 win. Benjamin Sesko, of course, scoring the goal in that game. We'll show you the goal here now, of course. As we see, the ball is cleared from the corner as Nga picks up the loose ball, goes all the way to the byline, cuts the ball back to Sesko, and from an angle that he really shouldn't be scoring, Sesko turns it in for the win. So that brings us up to where we are today. We're about to play Espanyol. We have made one little bit of transfer business, two little bits of transfer business really. We have guaranteed Arnaud Tenas coming in the summer. He will come in as a backup secondary goalkeeper. The only other deal we have brought in Ruben Dias. He has come in from Las Palmas on a fee of I think it was 6 million, potentially rising to 7.75. He is a right winger who can also play as a striker. He's a big guy as well. He's 6'3", very good physical attributes. He is only 20 years of age, very much one for the future. In terms of outgoing, as mentioned, we did lose Regis Lamarca back to Palmeiras, as his loan contract was cut short. We have sent two players out on loan as well in the form of Fran Torres and Duara Diarra as well. So we're about to play the game against Espanyol. We're going to get the game underway. We do have a number of players carrying yellow cards already. I kind of do want to put some of them in and get them booked for the next game. Not sure yet who that's going to be. The draw hasn't been made yet. We may bring out Conor Gallagher perhaps. No, do you know what? We're going to stick with this team. This is pretty much our full strength team as we have at the minute. Ruben Dias, we'll bring him in on the bench. We'll take out Samu just for now. And Bozdagan, of course, is just returning from his injury, so he will be looking to play some minutes. So we are away to Espanyol in this game, of course. We owe Espanyol. I mean, we haven't played them yet during my time, so I don't know what happened in the last game. But let's tell them to go get revenge. As we line out in our blue and white halves kit, I think that is. Which is strange because in the... Nope, sorry, apologies. That's the Espanyol play in the blue and white stripes. It's getting mixed up with our away kit. As Gallagher whips a deep corner, a deep cross into the back post. Benjamin Sesko has his header saved, has the follow-up shot, just spinned it wide. I mean, it was not a great effort. So 12 minutes gone, currently at 0-0. We're playing pretty well here. We do have Chinedu Obina back from African Nations Judy. He is progressing very, very well. I'm actually very pleased with how he's coming along. He is certainly putting a fight for first choice. It's a nice pass here to Gallagher. He's cutting inside. He's going outside the foot and he's hit the foot of the post. As Amaria picks up the loose ball. Highlight comes to nothing. But yes, very pleased with Obina's progress. I think, Demiral's 32 years of age now. He's going to be 33 before the end of the season. Is that shout for a penalty? There is, it is, yes. Certainly, I actually thought it might have been on the line or just slightly outside. As Sesko fires home. Give us a lead. That's what we want to see. It's a nice penalty. Sends the keeper the wrong way. It's nice and controlled into the side of the net. It's a good start. That's what we want to see. Equally, Real Valladolid are currently 3-0 up against Girona right now. We're playing well. A number of our players are having good performances here as well, so that's pleasing to see. As we approach half-time, Amaria with a throw-in finds Bajic. Sesko back to Amaria. Looks for Sesko again. Can't get on the end of it. Ball goes back to the keeper. And as they look to hit it long, Molina on the chase. It's the loose ball. It's back into Obina. He's in absolutely no panic here to get the ball moving. Looks for Barrios. Nice pass here to Alvarez. Cutting inside. Tried to thread through but couldn't quite find the Sesko. Gallagher picks up the loose ball. And Gall plays it wide to Molina. He's getting up to the byline. It's a big deep cross into the back post. Julian Alvarez is there to score. There has been links with Alvarez to Saudi Arabia in the recent sort of days and weeks in this game. I would be sorry to lose him. I do have Oved on the bench, who is obviously a number of years younger and potentially a very, very good player. I would be a little bit disappointed to lose Alvarez. Happy with the way things are going. Keep it up. But at the same time, he is 30 years of age. If he wanted to move to Saudi for the money, I would understand that. As Gab brings the ball back to Obina here. Bajic brings the ball out left to Amaria. He's making a turn out on the low wing. Can we get a cross in? He's cutting back on his right foot. Looks for Barrios. Goes backwards to Bajic. Finds Alvarez with a 1-2. And it's a very decent effort. Just a little bit wide. But that is fine. Not a problem. Molina on a yellow card. I think he may be suspended for the next game. So the ball comes in from the corner. It's cleared almost as far as Conde. And it's come in off the foot of the post. And Conte has equalised, which is disappointing. Demand more. We don't deal with it. As Conde finds a big deep cross into the back post. There's a good header here. And Palma maybe a little bit slack there. Just doesn't react quick enough to get a block in. And there's looking an offside, I think. Yeah, it's is it Adjai? I think that is. He was onside. So yeah, it's fair. Gallagher now plays the ball into Barrios. He's looking to go out wide. Gets a cross into the back post. There's a header there from Sesko, but there's a decent save from the goalkeeper. As Amaria now to whip in a corner from the right. And he's looking at the front post for Obina. Can't find him. Molina picks up the loose ball. Looks for Nga. Plays a nice reverse pass to Gallagher. The defender clears. There's a hefty challenge coming there. Saldana to Vera. Goes all the way out left as Molina intercepts. Ball comes to Barrios. Looks for Bajic. Finds Gallagher. Looks for Nga. There's a nice little bit of a turn there. It's a good tackle from Vera. Nga cuts it back to Molina. It's getting into the box. Amaria with an attempt. But I'm not sure if the defender blocked that or if the keeper saved it. But it didn't go into the net. And that's the most important thing. Molina struggling a little bit on fitness. Mateo Palma having a poor game all around. We'll bring in Demiral. I'm also going to bring in Bosdagan for Gallagher because he's struggling for fitness. Ga is struggling, so we'll bring in. I'm going to bring in Oved and bring Alvarez over to the right. I may bring in Ruben Deuce very shortly. As Barrios now makes a drive out the left hand side. There's a nice little turn inside the defender there. But the defender then clears the ball for a corner. And the corner obviously comes to nothing because there is no highlight. So we're still leading 2-1. Molina of fitness, how we're looking as Alvarez takes the corner. He's looking in for the back post. Ball is cleared by the keeper. Ved picks up the loose ball. Looks to go right. It's a poor touch. It's a heavy touch there. Gives the ball away far too cheaply. Demiral recovers. Looks for Bajicic. And Barrios with a nice first time pass. And they Benjamin Sesko. 21 goals for the season. I think he's given that offside. You've got to be kidding me. I'm going to bring in Geyer for Bina. He is struggling. And also Farina. I do need to look at penalty takers, I think, because this could be a route we go down. None of them are really all that great. Arano Martinez is not bad at penalties. It's fitness levels I've got to look at here. Martinez can sort of play on the left, not really. Albino was tripped by somebody there. We're gonna bring in Farina. I'm actually not sure if this round of the tie goes to. Oh dear, what an effort. If this goes to penalties, I mean, we are still winning. There's 10 minutes to go. We should be able to hold on. As the ball, it doesn't go very far. Sesko wins the header. Ball comes to our left hand side. There's interception by Farina. A tight little back heel. Finds Oved on the wing. Cuts back inside for Bajicic. Feeds it into Sesko. Looks for Molina on the right. He's getting to the byline. Cuts it back to Alvarez. Jan Bosdagan into Barrios. It's a nice little finish. Nice tidy little finish there. Very, very pleased with that. As we see, Molina brings it back to Alvarez. Finds Jan Bosdagan. And Alvarez just makes that little yard of space. Gets the ball square across the box. And Barrios, just from about 12 yards, from about the penalty spot more or less, fires in to give us a 2-goal advantage. Pretty much see us through to the next round. Geyer now finds Bajicic. Farina come back from a very advanced position. Geyer finds Bajicic again. Comes to Demiral. Looks right for Molina. Molina finds Alvarez. Squares it back to Bosdagan. It's gone down as an OG. I mean, I think it's on target, ref. I think give it to Bosdagan. Molina, nice little run here. Nice pass into Alvarez. Cuts the ball back. Bosdagan, first time strike. It's on target. It actually, yeah, it's on target. It's got to be Bosdagan's goal. Can't take that away from him as Alvarez takes a free kick. He's having a go. Good save from the keeper and the ball is cleared. 4-1 is perhaps an unfair scoreline. I think it's fair to say. Espanyol, in hindsight, didn't create an awful lot. They had 7 shots, 3 on target. We had 28 shots, 11 on target. Very happy with the result. We've blown them away. So yes, that is how we stand. So we're through to the quarterfinals. We have yet to find out who we're going to play. It is also transfer deadline day. So we don't really have any transfer business lined up. We're not planning on bringing anybody in. We're not planning on sending anybody out. Let's get a little look and see what the papers say. Transfer deadline day is today. So let's, you know what, we'll see this through. We have made an end of contract offer for Luka Vuskovic. Of course, of Spurs. I don't know if central defence is really a position I need to concern myself with, especially not this year. I would like some central defenders who are flexible in terms of positions. We are within the budget restrictions. That's all fine. Set a new record for Copa del Rey goals. Set a new record number of goals this season with a tally of 22. I set a new record for goals scored. This is obviously a competition record and not a club record. The record was previously 18. I mean, we scored 15 goals in 2 games because we were a little bit unfair to the opposition. I want to bid for Juan Ramos. He's very, very good, and he's a centre back. And I do want him. Juventus and Sevilla have made offers for him. Barcelona have accepted said offers. I don't know. Atalanta have made a loan offer for Simon Albrecht. I'm going to cut out the mandatory fee. We're going to increase his wage. We want him to play first team football. Let's try and force that. Nope. Not having it. Okay. We're not going to answer that. We believe in ourselves. That's fine. Suppose really we just kind of want to skip through it, really, don't we? So we're going to take him off our loan list. Not answering that. Vuskovic, he's a decent player. He's good in the air. He's good in real life. Vuskovic would cost me nothing. Gilarducci is a better player. He will cost me, I think, is it 15 million? 30 million. A lot dearer than I was expecting. Demiral will probably leave. I feel like if Demiral leaves, we still have very good options. We have 4 young. We have 1, 2, 3. With 3, possibly Gilarducci would make 4. With 4 good young centre backs. I'm going to cancel. I got a swoops up. I got a swoops up for nothing. So we've cancelled that. We have potentially 4 good centre backs at the club, and also Bayetic can play in there. We do have players that can cover a gap. Farina can play at centre back if needs be. Alvarez, I don't care who's interested, because we are not. 8 hours left to go. Not expecting an awful lot of action coming through. I'm expecting this to be a fairly quiet deadline day. Inyo Farina is not leaving either. Maybe I should have brought in Vuskovic, and I could have loaned him out and potentially sold him and just made a profit on him. It was a free transfer. Have I made a mistake there, perhaps? Maybe I should have made him available for loan. Maybe I should have signed him so I could make him available for loan and potentially turn a profit on him. It's a little bit kind of farming, isn't it? Like player farming. And morally, I'm not comfortable with that. It's not something I like doing. Gianluigi Donnarumma is rumored to be linked with Barcelona. I don't know who that kid is. So we're nearly done with deadline day. We'll get our squads confirmed. Is Pinheiro leaving? No, he will be in and around the first team, as he has been so far this season. 1 hour left to go. Let's wrap it up, boys. Transfer deadline day passes. Happy with the squad. Let's get our financial report and let's view the Copa del Rey quarterfinals. So first out, La Pot, and we will play the winner of Albacete versus Real Sociedad. Tenerife or Real Betis will play Badalona or Barcelona. It just seems strange. Real Valladolid will play Racing or Real Madrid. Getafe or Celta Vigo will play Sevilla or Valencia. So we will play Albacete or Real Sociedad. Albacete are, of course, in a league below, so we would expect probably Real Sociedad. So that is it. We're going to wrap up this episode at this stage. We will have the Copa del Rey quarter-final to come. We do have Europa Conference League round of 16 to come later on in the season as well. We will get that draw confirmed once that comes through also. That is it for this episode. I do hope you're enjoying it so far. Please, of course, leave your comments below. We would love to hear your feedback. We will see you in the next episode. Until then, thank you very much and take care. Thank you for watching this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. It helps us to grow. It helps us to bring you more videos like this. Please also leave a like and share the video as well. And please do leave a comment. We would love to hear your feedback also. That's it for now. You can watch one of these recommended videos, but we will see you in the next one. Until then, thank you and take care.